All right, peeps, check in. Welcome to another live there on this Sunday. So, welcome to the live, peeps. Is Sunday, the 25th of May, and we have some disturbance out there in our sea. All right, peeps, check in. Welcome to another live there on this Sunday. So, welcome to. All right, so here, peeps, welcome to another live. Today is the 25th of May, and currently there is some Sahara desert dust out there in the Lesser Antilles, the Lesser Antilles side of the Caribbean, and they are currently being impacted by this dust. And later on this week, we will see some of that dust trending westerly into sections of Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Jamaica, Haiti, Cayman, Honduras, Nicaragua side, Belize, and even into Mexico. So, firstly, let's move forward and see when these areas will be affected by this dust. So, we're starting off today in the eastern side of the Caribbean. We are currently seeing that Trinidad is being impacted by some of this dust. Barbados, St. Kitts, we see St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Montserrat, all these islands over there, we see the dust. And the dust is currently sitting in Venezuela, and some of this dust is even pushing into Guyana and Colombia there. So we're gonna move a bit forward between today into Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So let's move forward. So let's go to Sunday at 10 o'clock. We're still seeing the dust in the eastern Caribbean there, and it's currently impacting them as we speak, and it will continue to impact them during this week. So it's we're moving towards 12 o'clock today, Sunday. Let's move to this would be at 6 o'clock. We're still seeing the dust particles in the eastern Caribbean there, but it's getting a bit more stronger down that side. So we still see the dust at Sunday at 10 o'clock in the night. We see Georgetown there in Guyana picking up some of the dust. Trinidad is currently sitting under the dust there at Sunday at 10 o'clock. Let's move to 1 a.m. on Monday. We're still seeing the dust pushing a bit nearer to Puerto Rico there, and even St. Croix, US British. We're still seeing the dust in the uh, I think it's the US and British Virgin Islands there. So we're still seeing the dust sitting in the Eastern Caribbean there, my peeps, like the dust sitting over that side on Monday at 1 a.m. Let's go to 4 a.m. Monday. The dust is still in the Eastern Caribbean, but it's pushing a bit nearer to the western side of the Caribbean there at Monday, 4 o'clock. So Monday, 4 o'clock into 8 a.m. there, we're seeing the dust currently sitting over Puerto Rico there. Let's go about 12 o'clock Monday. We're seeing the eastern tip of Dominica Republic getting the dust there, and some heavy dust particles is sitting in Trinidad that time Monday as well at 12 o'clock. So we move on to this is at 4 o'clock Monday. The dust is still there sitting in Dominica Republic there, and it's moving a bit westwardly, same way. Monday at 11 o'clock, we're still seeing the dust there, same speed. It's pushing into the northern Venezuela there, the dust particles is sitting there, and the northern Colombia as well, and the ABC Islands there, we're still seeing the dust particles sitting there as well on Monday at 11 o'clock in the night. Let's go Tuesday at 2 a.m. We're still seeing the dust particles there, still moving westwardly. So we are 10 a.m. on Tuesday now. So 10 a.m. Tuesday, most of Dominica Republic and Haiti cover off with the dust particles, even Puerto Rico there and the Lesser Antilles Islands. We're still seeing the dust in Venezuela, Colombia, and the ABC Islands. Guyana, we're still seeing the dust, Trinidad and Tobago, we're still seeing the dust particles sitting there. And even, Barbados, St. Kitts and Nevis, and St. Vincent, and all those islands over there in the Lesser Antilles, we're still seeing the dust particles sitting there. So on Tuesday now, we will take a close-up look at Jamaica, Haiti, there, and Puerto Rico. So this is on Tuesday at 10 a.m. We're still seeing the dust particles sitting on the eastern side and some southern parishes there in Jamaica on Tuesday at 10 a.m. So 12 o'clock is still sitting in the eastern to the southern parishes there on Tuesday. Let's go to 4 o'clock. This is not 4 o'clock. This is actually 2 o'clock there. Yes, 2 o'clock on Tuesday. So let's take a close up look at Jamaica there at on Tuesday at 2 o'clock. We're still seeing the dust in most parishes now. So the eastern parishes now, this will be Portland, St. Thomas, Kingston, and St. Andrew, St. Catherine, Clarendon, Manchester, St. Elizabeth, and St. Mary, and St. Anne, and sections of Trelawney. We're still seeing the dust particles there. But most of the dust particles will be central to the southern parishes back to the eastern side of the island on 2 o'clock on Tuesday. So we're gone to 4 o'clock now. Most of the parishes across Jamaica on Tuesday at 4 o'clock is currently sitting in the dust particles. And remember now, peeps, if you guys do have respiratory problems and you guys have elderly folks around, please keep them in mind and please inform them. And if you're watching this video, please share out this video to your friends and family members so they can be aware of what is currently gonna happen on Tuesday into the rest of this week. So we had Tuesday at 4 o'clock. Let's shift our focus to 8 o'clock on Tuesday in the afternoon. So see, most of Jamaica is covered with the dust particles. This is from the Sahara Desert dust. And if we look more to the east, we see we're in Haiti, Dominica Republic, currently sitting under the dust. And some sections of Cuba there will pick up some of the dust. Even Turks and Caicos there will get some of the dust as well. Mm. And even Cayman Islands will pick up some of the dust as well. So this is Tuesday at 8 o'clock. Let's shift our focus more to Wednesday in the AMs. So this is Wednesday at 12 a.m. Still see Jamaica sitting in the dust there, and the dust is pushing to Georgetown, Guyana, and West End as well. Not Guyana, Georgetown, Cayman Islands, and West End, um, Little Cayman there as well. So the dust particles will reach them sometime around 7 o'clock Wednesday. Let's see if that is so. It's actually 4 o'clock. So somewhere around 3 to 4 o'clock on Wednesday, the dust particles will reach sections of Little Cayman there, and then it will reach um, Grand Cayman at sometime between 4 to 5 o'clock there in the morning on Wednesday. So the dust particles is sitting there at 6 o'clock Wednesday for Cayman Islands there as well. So this is gonna be pretty bad, peeps. And remember, if you guys have respiratory problems, please stay safe. So let's move a bit further on Wednesday at 10 o'clock. The dust particles will get really bad sometime 10 o'clock into the midday across Jamaica and sections of the Cayman Islands there. And even somewhere near Cuba there to the southern tip of Cuba, they will pick up some of the dust as well. And the dust particles will push up a bit north there, but it's not going to be really bad there in Cuba. So this is on Wednesday at 10 o'clock. Let's shift our focus until 3 o'clock Wednesday. The eastern parishes back to the southern side there. Even sections of St. Anne will see some dust particles there as well. It's gonna be a bit more strong. And this air quality is gonna be moderate across Jamaica. Even down in the Manchester, Clarendon area, and even St. Elizabeth, it's gonna be pretty bad there with the dust particles pushing our way. So this is Wednesday at 19 o'clock. This would be actually 7 o'clock Wednesday. This is the furthest I could go on this model. I have a next model to show you guys. So let me put up that model on screen in short order so you guys could see what I'm talking about. So let's shift our focus to that other model. Let's put that other model up on screen in short order. So let's go. So this is actually the model, and let's shift our focus back to the 24th of May. So this is actually June 1st, which we're seeing on screen right there. I'm trying to shift my focus back to um, the 25th of May. So let's shift our focus back to the 25th of May on this model. Hold on, please. This model is messing up for a minute here. Let's change the model in chart order. The model is messing up. Please give me some time to get it back up on screen, please. another live. This is, hold on, minute. What the hell? Share. And let's see what happens there. And we're back up and running. All right, cool. So let's see. All right, we're up and running. Another live. This is. So welcome to another live. Today is Sunday, May 25th, and we have some disturbance in our area in our Eastern Caribbean. We've seen where we're seeing some Sahara desert dust. Sahara desert dust. Welcome to another live. This is Sunday, May 25th, peeps, and I have some very important news for you guys. I'm currently looking on this imagery. This is the dust model, and the dust is currently affecting the Eastern Caribbean and it's pushing westerly. So it's pushing westerly. So we're currently seeing right now that sections of the Lesser Antilles, like Georgetown, like shoot, start over. So welcome to another live peeps. Today is Sunday, May 25th, and I have some important news for you guys. I see where the Sahara Desert dust is pushing westerly peeps and is currently affecting the Lesser Antilles Islands. So if we look into Trinidad, we're currently seeing some dust particles over Trinidad. This is Bridgetown, Barbados. We're seeing the dust there. And even St. Vincent and the Grenadines and the rest of the Lesser Antilles Islands. And the dust will push westwardly, and we will be affected by this dust on Tuesday in Jamaica. So if we're even looking down into the South America region, we're seeing some of the dust currently affecting sections of Venezuela and even Colombia there as well, and the ABC Islands. So we will get some of this dust in Guyana as well later on down in the coming hours. So let's move from Sunday at 9 o'clock into 2 o'clock on Sunday. So look at this, peeps. We're currently seeing, as what I was explaining to you guys earlier, Venezuela has been affected, Colombia, Trinidad getting some dust particles, some bad dust particles at 2 o'clock on Sunday. We even see we're in Georgetown, Guyana will be affected in the coming, maybe like another 2 hours from 2 o'clock. So that would be around 4 o'clock. They may be getting some of the dust in Guyana there as well. Let's move to 2 o'clock region there. We're seeing the dust near Guyana there at 2 o'clock. Let's move a bit further. Let's move until around 6 o'clock here. We're seeing the dust in Guyana, most of the eastern side of Guyana there. We're seeing the dust, and even Trinidad, as I explained earlier, we'll be seeing some of the bad dust particles. And even St. Croix there and Puerto Rico, we're seeing the dust there as well, and it will move further westerly. So let's go to Sunday at 9 o'clock. We're seeing the dust particles still sitting in the Eastern Caribbean there, and it's pushing westerly. Let's move to Monday at 1 a.m. We're seeing the dust pushing into Puerto Rico there as well. So Trinidad and the Lesser Antilles Islands, Guyana as well will get some of the dust. Barbados, St. Kitts and Nevis, Montserrat, St. Vincent, Grenadines, Antigua, Anguilla, Montserrat, and all those Antilles Islands will be sitting under the dust for a couple of days. This is going to be pretty bad in the Lesser Antilles side. Let's move to Monday at 5 a.m. So we're on Monday 5 a.m. Most of Puerto Rico is covered in the dust there as well. Let's move our focus to 11 o'clock on Monday. So Puerto Rico currently covered with the dust, my peeps, and the eastern side of Dominica Republic will start seeing the dust at 11 a.m. on Monday. Let's move our focus to this is actually 4 o'clock in the afternoon Monday. So let's move our focus to 11 o'clock on Monday in the late hours of Monday. So we're seeing the dust particles pushing more westerly, and it's currently sitting to the east to the southern side of Dominica Republic and even the north side there as well. Let's move our focus to Tuesday at 2 a.m. So we're still seeing the dust pushing westerly, and it's gonna be Dominica Republic and Haiti will be covered in the dust. Let's say 10 o'clock on Tuesday, and the eastern side of Jamaica, the dust particles will start to hit them around 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock region there. Let's shift our focus more to Jamaica here. Let's pull up on Jamaica a bit closer here. Okay, so let's pull in a bit closer on Jamaica here. So this is the eastern side to the southern side, and even St. Andrew and the North Portland. We will see the dust on Tuesday at 12 midday. Let's shift our focus to 5 o'clock. Most of Jamaica will be covered in these dust particles at 5 o'clock on Tuesday, and the air quality will be bad on Tuesday by 5 o'clock across all of Jamaica there. So Tuesday at 11 o'clock, we're still covered in the dust particles there, and it's gonna even be more stronger at Wednesday. On Wednesday at 7 into 10 o'clock region there. Even 1 o'clock, the dust particles is gonna be really strong across Jamaica. So keep in mind, peeps, if you guys do have respiratory problems, if you guys have elderly folks around, please keep them safe because this Tuesday into Wednesday, the air quality is going to be pretty bad across Jamaica. This is 1 o'clock Wednesday. Let's move our focus to 6 o'clock on Wednesday. The air quality is still bad on Wednesday at 6 o'clock. Let's move our focus to 7 o'clock and Wednesday, the air quality is still bad across Jamaica there. And even in the Cayman Islands there, the dust particle is gonna be pretty bad there as well on Wednesday. So then I'm gonna start feel some of these dust particles sometime around Tuesday. Let's shift back on Tuesday and look at all right, Guyana on Wednesday in the early morning, like Guyana Cayman Islands at 5 o'clock in most areas will see the dust. Like Georgetown back to Western Cayman Islands will see some of the dust. And even to the southern side of Cuba will pick up some of the dust on Wednesday as well. So the dust particle will pass through Cayman Islands there and even pushing into Belize. Belize in our Caribbean as well, if Belize, Honduras, Mexico, those areas will pick up some of the dust as well. So we're still seeing the dust particles sitting there in Guatemala as well. We pick up some of the dust, Honduras as well. And all these these countries down there in the Central to South America region will pick up some. We don't see any in Panama there, but we see in Nicaragua there as well. So yeah, so that's it, peeps, for this dust model here. Saharan desert dust will be pushing in our area, and the air quality in Haiti, Dominica Republic will be bad as well. So let's move our focus to 19 o'clock Wednesday, still sitting in our area. And let's shift our focus to the other model. This is the furthest I could go on this model. So let's pull up the other model and screen in short order, peeps. This is the furthest I could go on this model. So let's shift our focus to the other model. And please keep in mind, peeps, if you guys do have respiratory problems, please be safe. And even if you have elderly folks around, please keep them safe because this dust particle is going to be really bad. So let's shift our focus back to the 24th of May. This is actually another model on screen here, peeps. and the mother is expecting for the Lesser Antilles, most like say most just say let's say back to the eastern side of the Caribbean will pick up some really bad Sahara dust back into the Western Caribbean there. It's gonna be pretty bad. So it's gonna be fluctuating between days where you see the dust particles affecting our areas. So please be on the lookout, peeps. It's gonna be pretty bad. Trust me, it's not gonna be a good look. It's going to be pretty bad. Trust me, it's going to be pretty bad, my peeps. It's not gonna be good. Pretty bad. The air quality is gonna change as well, and changing a bit as well. That is it.